Hello everyone, this is MamaFogey with my Myst playthrough series. I have a little confession to make. I thought I had recorded myself coming into this new age. I talked about how to get through the series of commands necessary to get through the powerhouse and get power onto the spaceship. And there was an additional puzzle inside the spaceship to get to this age. And when I went to finish my recording, it turned out that none of it had recorded. So I had spent about, 15 minutes or so talking to myself. But, as you can see, we have a different image here. And that is because we are now in a new age. I'm just going to set something up here really quickly. This is the age of the spaceship, and I honestly don't have the title for it right now. I will put the title of this age in the notes. It's been a long day. Anyhow, so I wanted to show you instead of how to solve all the puzzles. I thought instead to introduce you more to what the different ages of Myst look like, to give you a feel for the game. My goal is really to encourage people to go out and try this game. You can buy it in a couple different places. I know you can get it from Amazon. Steam is where I ended up getting it from. It's super cheap right now. It runs so far only on a PC. I have seen Mac versions available, but the only ones I've seen run on the OS Classic, OS 9. I don't know why they don't have it out now for the current Mac OS. And I'm not sure about Linux, but for the PC, it is a really cheap program. I think it cost me about $6. And so I don't want to take away from your gameplay experience. I want this to be kind of an introduction to the game for people who've never played it before, and people who haven't seen it in a long time. So let's explore this age, and we will go through this book. And what happens is when you solve the puzzle, you're given a book. Okay, and the book takes you to the next age. And I have a red page, and I picked this up when I was here last. If you look inside the spaceship, you'll see that there's a keyboard, and there was this control panel, and that is the commands you use to get the spaceship to go to this next age, to give you this book. You can only carry one color page at a time, so you have to decide, are you going to take back a red page or a blue page? Whose story is more compelling to you? And I know I've driven a bunch of you nuts with my mispronunciations. Atris is the name of the father. His wife's name is Catherine. Cirrus and Agonar. I hope I got it right this time. Forgive me, I was young when I first played this. That's the way I remembered the names. I did not intend anything other than the correct names. This is the Selenitic age. There's the spaceship. There's not a whole lot to look at, but there is so much to interact with in this age. Now, I am going to take a guess that this is where we're going to need to go to get back to the original age of Myst. Okay, so there's all these elements to interact with, and I wanted to just kind of give you a look around this island. The main thing you'll see on this island is that there are a lot of dishes that look like satellite dishes. I think they're almost more like a parabolic sound dish. As you come to these different dishes, you see that are pointed back towards that central location. Each one is representing a sound. In this case, we've got lava. And again, this is, I just love how they include still graphics that feel alive along with some graphics that are actually in motion. It creates a realism So at each of these, there's the ability to turn it on and off. So I turned this one on because to me the default was off, so I would think that on would be the next logical. This one being a clock. There's more than one way of interacting with these. But again, you can see the sound here is going through this microphone and out. So if we move on, we hear other sounds. This one being the sounds of the wind going through these crystals. It's just such a beautiful, calming age. There are some that are much more active. Okay, we've already been to that one. I get a little turned around on this one with the fog. This one just seems very relaxing, and you never feel like you're rushed in this game. You can just continually look around you. We see this one is the sound of the wind. And then we can even go down. I'm going to turn the light on. We'll go through this tunnel. As we come out, we find this. Now, as we push these, we do notice that in some cases it does show us a picture. And it gives us coordinates. And I would consider that, again, something to think of. You can match up these symbols to the ones that you've seen as you're walking around this island. It would also seem that you can adjust what you're looking at, almost like you're tuning it, would be my guess, would be my way of putting it. Pushing this button causes it to cycle through all of the different ones. Okay, so if we know which one we're looking at, and I believe this one is the clock, 61.1. So let's try that. Let's see if we can push this to 61.1. Okay, we're not hearing that, so it is possible that I am looking at the wrong thing or that I don't have it turned on. I just might not be looking at the right thing. So this is something, again, to work on. Just another puzzle. Each age is like this. Each age has its own puzzles to solve. To get yourself back to the age of the original age that we started on. So what I'm going to end up doing is playing a lot of these ages outside of these videos. I just want to give you a taste. I just want you to be interested in this game, to want to explore. To look and to be involved in this game. I don't want to show you how to win it. I don't think that's the point of this game. I think the point is to go through and to explore, to absorb yourself into the game. Turn all the lights off, play it in a quiet room, get the feel of this game. So I'm going to end up playing a lot of this off camera so that I can get you to another age so you can look at what else there is. But so my goal is, again, to introduce you to this game and to make this, just to give you an idea of what it's all about. Because this is a classic game. This is one one of the first big puzzle games. And for me to take away from that experience, I would feel pretty bad about. Now, some of you are probably gonna, wish I was playing it entirely in front of you. Honestly, I'm having a hard enough time remembering where I'm walking. There we go. I am intrigued, though, about this control panel. I now want to see if I can't tune into one of these. You notice that it's a little touchy. And I don't want to keep flying past this here. Oh, I see. There's arrows up and down. Okay, so just when you think you might have it. You see these two arrows, and I'm thinking now that that's where I've got to line this up. It's not an easy game. Puzzle games aren't meant to be easy. They're meant to be rewarding, though. Okay, you can hear. You can hear that we're zeroing in on a sound here. Aha. Did you notice how the arrows were changing from flickering? Now we know that that one is our water. So I'm going to make a note of this, 153.4. And that's our water droplets. Okay. So that's just a little hint. I would hope that some of you go ahead and get this game. I don't get compensated for this, but I hope some of you would go and get this game so you can play along. So, if you get stuck, we can help each other out. It's just an idea. I just love this game so much I felt I had to share it with everybody. So, I'm pretty much out of time. Okay, this again has been the Selenitic age in this world. I will hopefully get another episode out this week, and I will make sure that it records this time. I appreciate everybody's great comments, and I appreciate you watching. This has been MamaFogey with Myst Playthrough. See you later.